I'm Sanae Suzuki from Santa Monica, California. And I want to thank Ina and Sheldon to invite me this class. I did not teach for last 3 years, so I'm a little nervous. And I might say something in Japanese instead of English, but I hope you understand. I will click to translate it in English. Okay? ありがとうございます。So today I am going to show the pickles. I love pickles now, but when I was a child, I hated pickles. It was a little too salty and too sour. But now I love it. My mom said that you're gonna love it when you get older, and she's right. So anyway, trying to make something simple and a little bit more work and a little bit, again, simple. So those are my plan today, okay? All right, so first I want to introduce to my 3 different kind of ume. First one, I'm going to do the cucumbers with Ume Boshi Plums. Are you able to get Ume Boshi Plum there, right? Yes, okay, good. If you don't, I can show you how to make it too, maybe some other time. This is my Ume Plum. This one I made last year. This is 2 years ago. This is actually my friend Kazuko. Some of you know. She came from Japan long time ago, maybe 60 years, like around the same time the Kushi sensei came, Michio Kushi sensei. She had 450 ume trees. And this is over 20 years old ume plum, non-refrigerated, and it's still really good. I wish you can smell, okay? The color is a little bit lighter color, but it's really nice. So in that sense, antioxidant, and it's really, really, how should I say that, preventing all the disease. So it's really good. So if you don't know how to use it, you can just put it in a tea, even hot water, and drink it. That's good too. But today, I'm going to mix that last year's ume and 2 years ago's ume to make cucumber pickles. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the bag. Oh, before that, I want to show you. This is, I made this year. Can you see it? A lot. I love it. So, okay. So first, here's the cucumbers. I didn't really put too much information. The quantity is on my blog, sanaesuzuki.com. If you go there, there's a quantities already posted. But about 1 cucumber, usually I use Japanese cucumbers or Mediterranean cucumbers, less seed or no seed inside. Okay, so that's easier to make for pickles, so that it's not watery. Okay, so 1 this size cucumber to 1 ume, easy to remember. Okay, 1 to 1. If it gets too salty, you can always wash anyway. So I want to show, I use it by hand and a little bit open the ume. If you can get ume paste, that's okay. But ume paste is a process to me, okay? So I like to make my own ume paste, like the one I'm doing right now. Okay, this is a pretty big Ume Boshi Plum. So I might not need this all three. Depends on, again, size. So pickles are very good because it's good for the digestion and it has good fibers and vitamins. Okay, so I'm gonna just use 2 right now to see how it works. So in order to make this, I just chop. Sometimes like pressing, the knife pressing. But if it doesn't press easily, then usually I use both hands. Or like this. One holding and this. I'm using a regular Japanese vegetable cutting knife. This is called, I think it was Osaka style. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is Tokyo style. I'm from Nagoya, between Tokyo and Osaka. So I use both. It's weird, like here, New York and Los Angeles, like East and West. They're always like, we are the best. East is best. West is best. And my hometown is Nagoya, between the Osaka and Tokyo. So I say, both are best. You know, I get the both benefit. Okay. I think it's good. Okay. Then I'm going to just clean my knife quickly. I have water here. Okay. And always good to wipe knife afterward. So no water. Water content is creating fungus and mold when you make pickles. So, okay, so here's the pickles, the cucumbers. I will cut a little bit inside, like tiny bit, okay? Either way, either side. My dog is here because they eat this, so not right now. You can't see them, but they're right here. Okay. They said, don't waste. I'm not wasting. I'm gonna give you this later. You must wait. Okay, I will just put it aside so that I don't forget. Okay, so I want to show you how to pound the cucumbers. So I'm gonna get this Ume plum out and wipe my cutting board. Okay. If you have surikogi, this is a fancy one from Japan. I don't know, fancy. They got lazy, so they didn't shave as it is. This is called sansho. They use the sansho wood. Sansho is one of the Japanese pepper tree. Okay. If you have a regular surikogi, that's fine. Or if you don't have, maybe baking roller. I don't bake, so I don't have a baking roller, it's a small one. That could be good too. Okay. So I'm gonna do one at a time. Either this part or this part for me. It's like this. Like a taiko drum. So it's not like a too much, just like a rhythm. Maybe I can play drums. Okay, so. This one. I'm gonna turn this way too. Some cucumber, if they're drier, it breaks very quickly. This one must be fresh. So I don't know if you can see that open it. You see it? I'm not sure if you can see. You saw it? Okay, I hope so. I can't hear anybody, so. Okay. And I'm gonna do another one. The reason that we're going to do this is instead of a cut, maybe you can't hear me, but after I finish this, but try it. I think it's for pandemic. I think it's good that you release something. One of my dogs is showing the face because he likes to sing. He likes me singing, so he thinks I'm singing. Okay. Okay, so this one I broke this way. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, but that's okay too. It's not just going the vertical.
And why are we doing this?
I start saying, but I thought maybe you cannot hear because I'm pounding. So instead of cutting in the, let's say that this way, you know, okay? And put to this. It won't stick. See?
Oh, yeah.
If you did this, it stick. See it?
Yeah.
Okay? And it's more organically to break it this way. But our hand cannot break like this. We can only go this. Then surface is again very small. So this is one of the things that in Japan we do this to make pickles. It's not my invention, okay? I wish, but anyway, so I'm already doing it. So you can do like this way. And this one actually didn't break that way. So let me try one, pounding a little bit more because I like to get the vertical. So it might take a little bit of practice. I think it's good. And I usually tell the cucumber, this is going to be tastier. I'm now like spunking. And they understand. So all you do is the Ume Plums, the paste one, to be like that. Then I put in this container, any kind of container, actually. And if you have more, you can put on the top. That's pretty much it. since I started this too, but I'm gonna use it for something else. And then what I usually do is, what did I do? I'm trying to find what I did. Okay. So like this kind of sushi mat, this is a little too big, so I'm gonna use a small one. Oh, this is too small too, okay. So then in that case, I have rocks. I usually use rocks, but you can put on a presser too. Do you anybody has a pickle presser? If you have,
some of us do, yeah.
okay, good, then you can put that in there. Yeah. So that's good. I thought I had enough to do this, but okay. I think this is another size I can use. When you think that I'm organized, and I'm not organized, but I'll show you the one I made for you. So this is the one I made 2 days ago. Can you see it?
And this is not in the refrigerator. This is sitting out.
See, it was out for first day and a half.
Okay.
And last night I put it in the refrigerator.
Okay.
Okay. It's actually not me. Eric did. My husband was worried.
I see Eric is here listening.
Yes, I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He was concerned that let's put it in refrigerator. So I said, okay, sure. So as you see, the liquid came out. I don't know if you can see the liquid. You see it?
Yeah.
There's lots of liquid. So what I did was this one. I put it here. This is stupid too. Okay. So I had something, the big one, and I press. But you can also, if the rock is clean, you can go directly. I love using rocks. That's my grandmother did. That's it. Very ancient style. If you don't have a rock, some company sells this kind of weight for the pickling. So that's good too. There's a small one too. That's good. Okay. So it's like a TV show. I'm showing the one I already made. So this is a good one. So take the juice out. You can cut whichever you like. And I also pickled this one. This one was just cut. So I can show you that one too. Here, this is the one I made. Maybe I just put it here. It's a small one. So that's the pickles that I made. And then I want to show you that how I cut this one quickly. This is called rolling cut. And I put in a very small container or bowl. And I press with this kind of a plate, little plate, and I put the rock. That's all I did. You can do that too. So that way I cut this one. Same as the beginning, the first, and I roll. So your, whichever the hand holding cucumber, I like to go roll in instead of out. I want the energy to come in. Then I roll in. I roll in again. I roll in. Rolling. So that's a rolling cut. You can use this for pickles a lot. Okay. So if you don't like to pound it, this is a good too. Okay. Okay. Any question for this cucumbers and ume? Maybe that was too easy. No question.
So we do have a question that I don't quite understand. Can you dry inside to make it drier to spread? So Wendy, maybe you want to explain your question?
Yes.
Wendy Steinbaum asked, can you dry inside to make it drier to spread? I don't
You mean
exactly
dry,
understand.
cut and dry, or just as it is?
We need Wendy to explain her question.
Wendy?
Oh, with a paper towel. With a paper towel, can you dry the cucumber?
Instead of a towel?
With a towel instead of doing the pounding.
I see.
Pounding was not just drying the surface. Pounding was just go into there, and because it's organically has a cracking, so they stick the Ume Boshi plums and go inside deeper. Does
Thanks
it
for
make
the
sense?
explanation.
Does it make sense?
Thank you for the explanation.
Oh,
Yes.
You're welcome. Yes, it wasn't just a drying. Yes. And then also energetically that you pounding, like you putting, be good, you know? Be delicious, tasty pickles. Okay. All right. Any other questions? No? Okay, then I'm gonna go next one. Okay, next one is, oh, by the way, if you taste it, I didn't taste it. Always my husband who's a chef. I'm not chef, so. Taste perfect, but taste it if it's too salty from Ume Boshi plum, take this Ume Boshi plum out and wash it with the water, rinse, not wash, but rinsed out, okay? But I think it should be okay if you don't use too much Ume plum. And then Ume Boshi plum is little sour, so it's a perfect sour taste. I like it, so. Okay, so this one, I'll put it later, everything together. Okay, next one. Okay.
And Sanae-san, how long does it take to pickle? How long time do you need to pickle the cucumber?
So 2 days, 3 days, depends on how hot in your room temperature. I will not put it by the stove, okay? It took maybe 2 days here because it's been kind of cooler. right now June gloom in Santa Monica, actually. Oh, now July. So it's called, I don't know, but this morning is cloudy, okay? So try out just to see. And some people like to know that exact amount of quantity, exact date, by say whole 1 day to 3 days, because the juice coming out. The key is the water is coming out, then it's pretty ready. And if you want to keep it, take the juice out, or I like to keep juice so that it doesn't dry out, and put it in a container and put it in the refrigerator. So it will last for a while, like I'll say a week, 2 weeks, something like that. But I usually don't make too much unless I love some of the pickles I want to show. This one is a shallot. I'm not doing that today because shallot has a season too here. So this one I pickled last year, and there's only this much left. I'm trying to eat little by little. And soon I'm going to make another one this year. So some of them last long time. Depends on how much you put the salt. Usually about, if you're gonna eat as a salad, maybe 1.5 to 3% of sea salt weight compared to that, I mean, the weight of the vegetables. But if you wanna storage longer, like Ume Boshi Plum, believe it or not, 18 to 20% sea salt of the weight of the Ume plums. So that's a lot. But if you want to keep for many years, that's the salt content you need to take. Okay, so next one is, what did I call that? Oh, Napa cabbage with 5 flavor pickles, because I'm gonna use 5 different things. Okay, so here I got beautiful organic Napa cabbage. And you put it just the bottom, this much, not all the way. Then by hand, you see what I'm doing? Again, I'm making like a zigzag. So I'm going to use a quarter. So again, right here at the bottom. Then so this is good enough to just try out, not whole cabbage, unless you are confident enough with my recipe, you can do that. Again, I'll say quarter each, so 4 times, 4 repeating, okay? Then for this amount, use about 200, 250 grams. You use grams, right? Isn't it? So I put the grams on my website, I mean my blog. So what you do is, yeah. Okay, good. I grown up with grams, but I'm start forgetting, so. Then for this amount, about 1 tablespoon of sea salt, okay? This is my favorite sea salt container. I have this, I don't know how many years, maybe 30, 40. My persimmons, okay? So if you, I love using some cute stuff, so I enjoy my cooking. So here's just by hand. You put it in, rub in, okay? Each leaves. You can sometimes dry outside. Just, I'll show you that what I did for the next one, carrots. But I usually, for this one, I usually don't. You see what I'm doing? All the salt, each leaves. Okay. Then you press in a container again. So this is what I did for you last night. Same. You see it? And there is water. So I'm gonna get rid of this water and I'll show you what I did. So this is a liquid from Napa cabbage, so I'm not going to wipe it out. So after this, I just press down. And actually I need a little bit more. That 1 tablespoon was not enough because I want to put a little bit on top. I put it in with hands like this. Well, now these days they talk about hands has a, hands not good, but if you wash and your hands are clean, it has a good enzyme and the oil. Okay, so this and this one for sure it works. If you don't have to do that sushi mat and rock again. This time I use this pickle weight. That's all I did for 4 to 6 hours. But this time I did just overnight. You can do overnight too, okay? It's not like you're doing 1 month. It's 1 day or overnight, and that's good, okay? Is it okay so far?
Could you do the same thing with lettuce? If you don't have Napa or regular cabbage, maybe.
Yeah, regular cabbage you can do, but lettuce get too saggy.
Too soft, yeah.
You don't have Napa cabbage?
Sometimes, occasionally.
Okay. Then regular cabbage is fine. Green. I mean that whitish green, not the purple. Purple have different juice come out. Okay, so for this, okay. Then next one to prep for this, 5 different. Am I on time? Am I too? Let me see. Oh, I better go quick. So I'm gonna use red radish. Do you get red radish there? I hope. And apple. Do you get that? Of course, right? And
so far,
else?
so good.
Ginger. Okay.
Yes.
And kombu. Okay, this is so small because I cut it. I have a kombu. I always cut it this way, and it's by my stove. So when I make soup, of course, miso soup too. And what else? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I thought there was one more. Oh, right here in front of me. Scallions. You can use the chives, but my chives are too small in my garden. And this, I pulled this to be candidate for your show. So here's, okay. So let's cut quickly. Okay, this guy. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. Okay. So I'll cut the this red radish. just cut like this and piled up and just make a julienne cut, okay? Okay, I'm going to just put all together to save my time. My dogs are all around me because they know that I'm going to give them something usually, but not yet. Oh, maybe you can't see it, so I shouldn't put it there. Okay. Then ginger, I'm just do a little bit. So I cut ginger's skin for this one. You can peel like this too. And I love ginger, so I said I think 10 to 15 grams. Maybe that's too much for some people. So if you have an issue of pungent, like ginger things, then less quantity. In the ginger's case, you cut it. Just, I like to cut the diagonally a little bit, always, somehow. Not always, maybe, most of the time. Then again, julienne. And mince. So if somebody likes to use that, what do you call that, electric things, that Cuisinart is a food processor, that's okay for taste-wise, but they are going to break all the fibers. So I will recommend you to do by hand. And when I was very sick, I couldn't cook. And fortunately, I have my husband who is a chef, so he was cooking. But as I getting better, I started using my strengths to cook. And my strengths was the number one that I want to get better. So I put it into this, all the cutting. I want to get better. I want to get healthy, you know, all going there. So it's not like, oh no, I need to mince this, too much work. To me, the way that I learned whole health and macrobiotic is, it's not just the way you cut it, or it's everything. So, all right. So then I put in here. I only cut the one radish, so it may not be enough for this. I already have a finished product. So scallion is, I use only the green part this time, because I didn't want this onion family taste to be too much. So like that. Then, okay, let me clean so you can see a little bit better. Then I cut thinly diagonal. And some people like to cut and drag this knife this way. This time I just press and pick it up. press, pick it up like that. But you don't have to. I'm just showing that. Okay, here goes this. Okay, then let's do, oh, next one was. Kombu is already cut, so I just put kombu. Thin slice like this. I don't know if I can show. I can see myself from the screen. Okay. Then if you have ceramic grater, I will recommend a ceramic grater. If not, regular grater is okay. Some people like to take the skin out of apple, but I use always somehow. My husband likes to peel. I don't. So our food, even though we use the same ingredients, different taste. He also cooks very, very fast. Well, of course, he's a chef, so when he was working in a restaurant, people are waiting. So there was a demand, right now, right now. So that's how he cooked. My case is, let's make something. And just take your time. I like sweet. And this pickles, I was focusing sweet taste. So like a sweet and salty. So I use maybe whole apple, okay, for this, but I only use a little bit for the radish. So then mix like this. Okay. Then this one is, we just did it, so it's not ready. But I'm going to switch to the one it's ready from last night that I did. Maybe I'll put it on actually cutting board so you can see better. So again, just like I showed you the sea salt that put in each leaf, you lay out each. I only made a little bit, so it may not have enough for whole leaf, but I just wanted you to get the idea. Then put it back here. Then again, press. That's it, okay? Oops, here's a little bit more left. If there's a juice, the one that you made is still there, then I will put it there. Okay. What do you think? Does it look too complicated or simple enough? What do you think?
It looks simple and beautiful. It's so appealing, so attractive.
That was my focus. Because
yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be on TV. Like this is like a TV. So here's my flower this morning for you. Hibiscus from my garden. Okay. Not only the
Arigato.
yes, I wanted to share my garden stuff. And then this is a fennel. And oh, there's a chicory too. I don't know if you can see chicory. And there's a sage here too. Okay, so here's the one already finished. You see it? So color is a little changed. It's not bright pickles, so, but looks still beautiful, isn't it? So we taste a little bit, tasted good. I got approved by my chef husband, so I think it's good. So I want to serve for you. So for this thick part, some people like to cut. I didn't. I like to do as whole as it is, you know, because that's the, I would say that the kind of heart of cabbage. You see that? So I want to keep. So it got broken down, but okay. So let me see. So there is some juice coming out, but okay. Here's that the leaves got like this. Okay. So you can cut with other vegetable together and kombu. Okay. So I cut it. So some people like to probably cut and press for this pickles, but I just wanted to do whole as a whole as it is. I mean, I don't think I can do with the whole, but does it look okay to you? I hope so.
It's terrific. That's so nice.
Yes. I'm going to taste it for you. See, because of apple, it's sweet, but because of ginger, pungent, and because of kombu and sea salt, kind of salty, and also because of scallions, kind of, I don't know how to say, onion flavor. That and
Pungent, yeah.
Yes. I really want you to try, and please let me know. And if you have a problem, email me. I will just let you know. Maybe something went wrong or I missed. Okay. What time is it? There's one more quick. It's already 9:47. I gotta go quick, okay? Because I passed. Sorry.
I'll just mention to everyone if our time is over, so if you need to leave, don't be shy. And meanwhile, Sanae will keep going.
Yes. Last one.
Thank you, Sanae.
35 minutes, okay? So all you need is carrots. Actually, I got carrots for you from my garden, but look, so small. So it didn't make it, but I could use it, maybe. But so it's carrots and dry. I usually put on this kind of a bamboo basket. If you put the whole thing to dry, it would take a little time. So I will usually cut it vertical. This one, I really have to cut it because root vegetables, okay? And I already washed it. You didn't see me washed, but I washed it. Oops. And dry them. So like that. So about half day to 1 day. This one actually I cut too thin and I forgot yesterday, so it was there all day. No big deal. It's all forgiven, you know? And, where is that? I thought I had it. Container. See? I'm in a rush. So anyway, so what you can do is this one has, I already made a week ago for you. It got lost a little bit, right? Because I chopped too thin.
Is this kombu in miso? What is this?
This is the
Pickled
carrot.
carrot in miso. Ah, got it. Okay.
It's okay. I need to clean. You can put the kombu too, definitely. So it's a carrot. Can you see that now?
Right.
Okay. So
one time I did garlic in miso and I left it 3 years.
oh, that's
It
good.
was amazing.
I'm sure garlic's character change and become very young. That's good.
Yes.
Instead of yin. So that's good. Maybe it was meant to be, right? So I had a container to show you, but anyway, here's a miso. Let's see that this is the container. So usually half container first, okay? And you put carrots or cucumber too, but cucumber definitely needs to dry. Okay. That's all I'm doing. And if you want to do that non-dry one, that's good too. Only the things is water is coming out. So the miso gets really watery, liquidy. Then you have to drain the water. Like when you make nuka pickles, the same thing. I wanted to do nuka pickles, but I heard that you don't have a nuka, so. But that's all. And all you do is fill this all the way. And then, Kina, did you leave the 3 years outside the refrigerator, the garlic?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. That's great. So this one, you don't have to worry about it. You just leave as it is. You can put the cheese cloth and cover, I mean the tight, but sometimes I just leave like that. You don't have to close tight, okay? So that is that carrot pickles. They look like a really, so 3 kind. Thank you so much. And especially this carrot is strong, so you only eat a little bit, especially towards the end of the meal to support your digestive system. And something like this Napa cabbage one, then it's like almost salad. So you can eat more than stronger pickles. And just you see which one is suit for your tummy. Is it better to see now? Okay, all right.
Very good. Yeah.
Okay, so, oh, I almost forgot. So pickles were started eating by human about 4,000 years ago. I checked it and I wanted to share. So I think those days, I don't think we did so much. So maybe it was the ocean water and some vegetable like a brain they made. And I don't know what they had those days, but they just put together and they ate. That's what I think. So It could be that one of the first non-fire, but non-cooking, but it's the cooking method that human found, invented. So I am very honored to make pickles. Keep making pickles. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Keep making pickles. Thank you.
May I ask
Thank
a
you very
question?
much.
Yes, yes, please.
Yes, you spoke about Ume Boshi. Audrey.
Audrey, okay. So this one, I only made shiso leaf pickles. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
So you can eat this with rice or chop it and put it in your salad or any dish. Or like, what was she saying that Diane? Hummus? Were you making hummus earlier?
Yeah, they did make hummus earlier.
Or you can chop it and put in there and the beautiful colors.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Of course, yes. There's lots of pickles that you can make. Any questions? Facebook or Instagram. And I have a website, SanaeSuzuki.com. My name is Sanae, sounds like a Sinai mountain. So some people call me Sinai, and which is great for me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sanae.